Right, this next series is going to be about not having things come down side by side. And as long as nothing goes three side by side, we're going to be winning. Unfortunately, something is inevitably going to go three side by side, and it could happen pretty quickly. Sometimes it doesn't. So, we're going to start this off with qualifying that it won't. And something has to at least come down two before we try. That doesn't qualify. Oh, this is a choppy shoe. And as such, that might work for us. Okay, so it came down. So now, as soon as it jumps, we don't know when, but as soon as it jumps, we're going to bet for another jump. And there it is. First test. We lost. No problem. But now we're on wait mode. We gotta wait for a second effort. And there it is. Now I bet it on bank. I win. So we're hanging in. We proceed to wait for something to come down, and then wait for a color change. That didn't come down. Choppy shoe. That did. So as soon as it goes back, we're going to try player. Here we go. Nope. Got one more chance. And now we try again. So we're paying commission to stay in the game. Nothing's gone three on the second in a row. The 1-2 chop was undefeated, but oh well. It's because of that fact that we're still in the game right now. We need something to go to. There it is, right? We need a banker. And now we need it to go player. We went natural. Well, we needed that 9. So, we're up 450. We continue. I hope this never goes three side by side. As long as we can get some individual come downs, we're going to be okay. There's 2. Need a player. Bet against it. There it is. Got a bet bank. Lose. Got. Oh, wait. This is. Gotta wait for a color change before we do the second try. Alright. There it is. Got a bet player. Win. So we're floating. We're still up 450. 3 out of 4 times they came across side by side, but more interesting is nothing's gone 3. On a 1-2 chop, every one of those color changes is a victory. Fucking crazy. But I digress. We move on. Just gotta wait for color change. There it is. Got a bet player. So there's a significant amount. Oops, I wasn't supposed to bet player there. I wasn't supposed to do that. I wasn't supposed to do that. I was supposed to wait for the color change and then bet banker. So what I'm going to do to try to fix this, systematically bet 1 to replace the one that I'm missing. Good, that worked. So it never happened. Okay, so now we got to bet bank. This will be for the win again. Good. So now we got to wait for a come down again. We're progressively betting commission to get our money back, but we're not losing. We're still up. I mean, it's a lot of money. It's a debt for 30 days, 12 grand. So can you save the capital you need to get this done? Okay, so once again, I say 4 out of 5 times they came across side by side. 3 of those times it started with the player. This time started a banker. But nonetheless, we're going to try to jump it. We got 2 cracks at it. Oh, we saved ourselves with that 8. We're up 900. This is what a shoe produces like for that. And you know why it's working? Because we're catching those second efforts to keep us in the game. But it's a choppy shoe. Nothing's gone 3. Um, um, I'm just thinking. Because I was willing to do it twice to get my money back, but you wouldn't be doing it on the runs of 3. You'd be doing it. You'd be waiting for a color change and trying again. So I'm pretty sure that's what I was doing, right? I'm sorry, I just wanted to double think that. So we need something to come down. It's a little different than what we've been doing, okay? So you understand, like, what I'm looking for is this second row never to have 3 in a row. So, like, the first one, it didn't work because it came down second bank, so I had to wait for a color change. It went blue, I bet against it, and I won on the bank. And the same thing here. This one just won right away, and then the same thing here with the original. So, we need something to come down, right? Is that a come down? Yes. So we need a color change and then bet against the color change. That's not. We need a blue. And that's a tie. So that doesn't count. Ties don't count. Nothing gone past 3 yet. That's over. Oh, 3, 4. Okay, so we got to bet against the player here. One try here. And we got it. And we're up almost $1,400. Flat betting. I don't know how many shoes I'll find that work quite this well. A lot of this is indicative of the fact that it's more choppy than not. But we get stuck with streaky shoes. This ain't gonna work. That's the nemesis for this, right? You're hoping it keeps jumping every time that color change come out, you know? But gotta have a run first to attack, so we gotta wait for a second bank. There it is. So we need a player to bet bank. That's not a player. That might be a player. It is. We're gonna bet bank. And by the way, I don't still have to do 500 here. We're up $1,400. To win this will put us up damn near 2,000, right? This would also be the 5th single player in a row. Now, it can happen. It's just a lot right now. But bank is dominating. So we will try. Got it. You can't talk yourself out of things, I guess, you know? Don't say it can't keep happening like that, because it will. Damn sure will. And you'll punish yourself for keep betting again and betting for it to come down. Tell you what, street players, you think you're gonna be the smart guy, like, it's gonna come down this time. No, it ain't. And you cocksuckering the dealer. Like it's his fault. Don't do that. Just be smart. It's gonna work or it isn't. Don't you want to be on the thing that's producing? That's producing. Anyway, I'm gonna find a shoe where it's not. But we're up almost $2,000 just playing like this, and I haven't even reduced yet. It would probably behoove me to reduce next time, but I'd be interested to see if player could catch. Okay, fine, banker caught the run. So when player comes out, I gotta bet against it. I just don't know how much. I don't know how much, right? I'm up 1850. I don't want to dip below 1500. If I'm careful, there's no way I get off this shoe with less than 1500, and probably more, right? Just depends how much I want the second effort to be worth. But if I can win a few of these little guys first, that'll help cushion the blow. Well, look at that. What a great time to reduce. That's the one that went too. And worse still, the second effort hand is going to have to be on player, which is the inside right now. So I will simply flat bet it. And if it doesn't work, then I'm only losing 200. First, we need a banker to come out. Okay. I'm just going to flat bet it. You know, if it loses, I still have 17. Well, I will still have 1650 if this loses. All right. Yeah, we need player. So if this goes banks, the first time we had 3 seconds. Got it, though. Got it back, I should say. So we're back up 1850 again. No harm, no foul. Alright, there's 2 players, so we're going to be doing the player dance again. Here we go. The banker came out, you see that? Got to come down, jump. So I'm going to bet for the jump. And I am quite wrong. So now I have to wait for a player and bet for the bank, which is probably the preferable situation right now. Gotta wait for the player. Wow, yeah, that's a weird play, but nonetheless, I'm gonna try to go for it. I'm gonna try to go for it. I put 250 out there to make this commission notwithstanding. But if I lose it, I'll have an even 3 purples, right? I'll have 1,500 remaining. I can live with myself. No, I made 1,500, which is 45,000 a month. I can do that and be just fine. So let's just see if this would have worked. It didn't. Lottie freaking die. So I go to a new shoe. That's over now. Something final. So we go to a new shoe. We have 1,500 in the laundry pocket, but we forget about till it goes in the wash. We're like, oh, what are these chips? Casino chips, they don't get damaged if they go through the washing machine, do they? I hope not, because they're worth a lot of money. You know, you forget they're there. Anyway, let's see here. It's unlikely that we're going to get a run that long again without it going 3 across in a second. So I think for the interest of the profit, we already know we had a good day. If we continue to play, we're psychopaths, first of all, that we'd stay at the casino after we've already taken them for $1,500. But let's assume we were a cunt. We're going to just try to get stuff and get out. Or I could simulate that this is just a different day at the casino, I guess, right? Put that 1,500 in your memory banks. We won that day. This is day 2. So we have our come down, right? I'm going to hope this also starts out a choppy shoe. That's 3 on the come down, I think. And still banker. Still banker. Still banker. Wow. Hopefully it's still banker. Good. Still banker. Well, got 2,000 now. Do you want to go home now? I should have kept that differential so I'd have the commission made up. That's okay though. Anything to go to here. Alright. Perfect. I'd rather bet for banker on this right now because it's the strong side. But that's what it calls for, so we're going to try. Yes. 2 for 2. Oh, what do you think of this strategy, huh? Things are going to run and they're going to chop. The whole game's based on that. The whole game's based on red and blue. One or the other have to happen. We can work with that binary structure the best we can. And everything I'm trying to do is try to take advantage of that, you know. Because the only other thing that can happen is something just goes crazy 2-2-2-2-2s or something, right? And that will happen. We're going to play for that eventually too. And these shoes would not have produced for that. But I would have never got to the qualifier, which we're going to get to later. You already know what it is. If you watched any of mine about the seconds, you know what that qualifier is already. But you can see these shoes that we've done so far in this video, we haven't had that. They're not even getting that far. When they do get that far, I'm shutting it down, right? I'm going to a new shoe. So it's the polar opposite of playing for them. We need a player here. Okay. So, you think we'll be lucky enough to get 4 of these in a row? Do you? I don't know, guys. I'm gonna reduce, okay? I know I'm a pussy, but I'm winning. So, let's see. Maybe I picked the right time to reduce. Yeah, I did. Wow. Well, okay then. So we're about 150 short of 1,000. Let's just do 2 then. That'll make up the difference commission-wise. We'll be over 1,000. Let's get it and get it. Or not. Tie. Great natural tie. Now we're going to win. Nope, we're going to lose. Wow, tie 7. Fuck. I'm just tempting fate now. Yeah. Oh my god! Wow. I was ready to say, see, that's how they do you. But now what? The way those ties were, 3 of them high number ties in the weirdest ways. What would you do? Would you just say, fuck it, I'm good, I'll keep the 850, I don't need to fuck around with this. Just let this one go. Is this the first one that went 2? It is. Oh gosh. That's crazy. I'm just gonna do it. Hand on the stove, we didn't get burned. We're over 1,000. Over 1,000? It's a 2,500 and change day right now. And, you know, it took the second effort. You know what? I wasn't supposed to bet there, was I? No, because it came down. This is the hand I was supposed to bet. I mean, I'm glad it worked. Sometimes mistakes work in your favor. Either way, it was only $100 differential. We're not up that much more. But in the interest of science, I am going to bet this again because we weren't supposed to bet that hand. If it came down, we had to wait for a color change. I didn't wait. I was playing my traditional way on it never going 3, right? From the last series. Sorry about that. But for science, we will do this here because that's what we're supposed to do. And if it doesn't work, I will figure that out too. So we're going to do 3 here just because I was too greedy. I was absent-minded. You understand what we're doing? We're trying to make this not go 3 across on the second. Okay? So it's the first instance of 2. So we're going to see. And we got to tie. Oh, we're going to do this again. You know, all those ties, they were trying to tell me, wait, you're not supposed to be betting, dummy. They gave me 3 chances to get off it, and I still didn't. So, anyway, be a great weak side video, huh? But we're not doing that. We're waiting for something to come down, and then we're going to bet that it won't go side by side. So we'll just see if this doesn't go down 3-player. That'll be interesting. No, it didn't. So either one of these strategies would have killed at this shoe, right? Bet the strong side to stay strong, the weak side to stay weak. Weak side's not going 3. It's barely going 2. But whatever. We gotta wait for something to go 2 because that's what this is about. Choppy. There's 2. You think that one will go 3? There's no bet here for this series. It also chopped. God dang. See why I like that? That other fly. Listen, it's going to be hard for me to not talk about the different strategies when I see them plain as day, that easy to win on. But we're still winning. We got 1340 here. We move forward. Fine. Is that a player chops again? Sure did. God almighty. I see things like that and I just sigh to myself thinking we could have been crushing him on the anti-player here. And really, it's sorry about the hiccups. It's a long chop here now. It's 9 wide. This will make it 10 without it going 3 on the color differential. Not the hands per se. Ties, there's a whole bunch of hands, but okay, so it went 2. We'll see if it goes 3. It did. So that would have been over. But we're not playing for that. We're waiting for a bank, and we're going to bet against the bank. It's not going to happen there either. And could be a player takeover, right? Start to look a little symmetrical even. Almost. Not quite. But anyway, we got a bad player here. And fortunately I still have a black chip sound, so I didn't lose my mind. So that's what we're doing. Let's see if we win this. And we win. Pretty cool strategy when it works, right? And it's very low stress as long as you win the early ones, right? You're reducing to the little stuff, and you're just you're filling a box of donuts. I don't know. You're making money with the big money broken down into much littler money, smaller money. I'm not sure littler is a word. But you know what I mean. Look at all the hands that we stay out, just staying safe, not being hot, being willing to be patient, and striking when the iron is hot, or whatever they say. Just fucking win. Okay, so we got 2, and there it is. We're gonna try for back, and we're just using the little stuff because we're not a greedy cunt, and we're gonna try to win. And happy wife, happy life. Here we go. And I get 7, so I win. Great. We now have 1,500 for this video, for this shoe, on top of we stopped last shoe with an even 1,500, right? So we have 3,000, right? Do I have that right? It's been 23 minutes. I think so, right? We're doing well, right? That's all that matters. So, pretty cool, huh? I mean, if you were sitting here waiting for something in the shoe to go 3 across, you were a miserable bastard, right? But you get that one shoe that, anyway, we'll talk about that on the next series, but you get the shoes that always go across in the second, and you're happy as can be. Because you're just winning every time it changes color, you know. This, I gotta sift out a run and then wait for it to change color. Meanwhile, I'm watching a whole run happen. Like right now, touch the bottom again. And this time it also jumped on the 6th one. That's why I don't like runs. They're fool's gold to me. You wait forever to find one and then it dies. You know what I mean? How long you want to sit at a table for to look for a long run? You'll be waiting a while. Even if you catch one, how many did you lose trying to find it? Right? I need variables that are going to make us more money more quickly. Ain't that what we all want? This could fail right. Oh, wait, I got the wrong color on there. Thanks. Angel on my shoulder. Watch, it's going to be like a natural bank. Just because I reduced it. Watch this. No, but it was a 7. It sometimes wins. So, whatever. I won. Fuck 'em. I'm not going to kick $100 out of my bed. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to wait. There's a second player. Got to wait for a bank. And regretfully, we got a bad player here. And if we're ever going to lose, this is probably where. But we're going to try. It's little money anyway. And we win. Oh, fuck them. I like money. So, there you go. We're over 3,000. Almost 3,250 right now. So, we continue. It's not hard. You get shoes like this. It almost looks too easy. And that's why I have to find a video that's going to suck. So you see the other side. Because nothing's always going to work, guys. You've seen enough of my shoes where they come across in the second. But you see enough shoes where it'll come across 3 times in the second and die right away. But this is never going 2 on the second. It only did it once the whole shoe. All the other ones were immediate cash. And I'm betting 100 instead of 500. I know it's hurting my heart a little bit. Fake money or not, I know what this shoe should have been worth, you know. But you can't predict the future, you know. Better to know you're getting out with money, guys. You don't have time to sit there and wait for a whole nother shoe. Okay? That's the take. That's still excellent. Could it have been thousands more? Absolutely. But this is fan-fucking-tastic. You managed to get just that much, and I say just with tongue in cheek. Just that much? Guys, lot of money. Lot of money. That's like $50,000 kind of money. You did that much every day for 30 days. 10 straps a month. Fuck you trying to do? And don't forget, I've done a lot of that reducing to these little guys. You know, I got the big money first, though. And once we got the cash money, now I'm reducing to the little stuff. I'm just grinding with the little stuff. And you know what? I don't want to lose $200-$300. But if I've already made $1,200 first, I can net the difference. What if I go home with $900? I'm making $27,000 in a month. It's a fucking car a month. I don't want anyone buying no cars in 1 month either. We got to build that bankroll, okay? The first year is the hardest year. The first 40 days, it could be the hardest and the easiest 40 days. It just depends how it goes. But, you know, anyway, we're waiting for a bank. There it is. I'm just waiting for the fail at this point. There it is. Of course, because bank's been the strong side. I almost expected that. Thought maybe we'd get a 1, 2, 3, 4 going here, but no. It still could. Gotta get a color change. I hope that doesn't happen because I'm gonna have to bet for bank. The reverse staircase thing I'm looking at there, it doesn't mean a damn thing. It's just cute when it happens. So I'm waiting for a player, and then I'm gonna bet bank. There it is. How much though? Let's at least get off this shoe with the 1,500, right? So we'll just do the one. Just try to get back the one we lost. Yeah. Just the one we lost. And if it doesn't work, 1,500 here, 1,500 there, $3,000. $3,000 a month times 30 days is $90,000. But don't tell me I didn't make $100,000 in 40 days. Anyways, we lost. So we only made $1,500. Oh well. That's a $3,000 video, guys. I'm gonna make another one because I don't need to make these all hour-long videos, okay? If you like what you're seeing, feel free to subscribe or like the videos. I don't mind either way. I've said before, if I get these to 50 subscribers, I might be able to do some other things. I don't know. I'm still kind of new with this whole YouTube thing. I've only been doing it really legit since March. But I gotta tell y'all, you're all watching these things. I appreciate you. Like, I started this, they were just under 4,000. I'm almost at 9,000 views. I can't believe it. I really can't. I hope I'm helping people, and I'm gonna continue to try. Because it's not hard, guys, to win. The hard part is being enabled, right? Especially if you are able to do this for 30 days, right? Trust me, you're going to be motherfucking enabled. Now, a derivative of that, even if it was 30% of that, and you did that for 30 days, you're still going to have a lot of fucking money, right? 500 over 30 days is 15. You get that much when you have big boy money. Now you have 45 in a month. Don't lose yourself. All right, I'm going to post this and I will work on another one.